So really quickly, I just wanted to come on here and talk about our day so far of homeschooling. So we did our first half of the day homeschooling, and we're about to do our second half of the day. And in between that, we actually went on a walk, which is where I'm coming from now, which is why I am sweaty. But for the first portion of the day, we talked about architecture. We talked about skylines. We talked about the Great Canal. And we started talking about Asian history. So, we also talked about the meaning of BC and AD. And I think that pretty much covers what we talked about this morning. As always, I'm going to go back and create lesson plans for any and everything that we do. While we were on our walk, we talked about perimeter and area, which we already started talking about that last week, area and perimeter. This fly is getting on my nerves, making me want to redo this whole video, but I'm going to try to just press forward. So, starting last week, we started talking about perimeter, and since last week, I wanted to go on a walk and find great examples of area and perimeter for my daughter. So I told her this little saying, not of my own, but just something to help her remember area and perimeter. And so we said perimeter is where the fence goes and area is where the grass grows. Now that's not necessarily true. We figured that out on our nature walk because sometimes the grass area can be the perimeter of like a sidewalk, but that's neither here nor there. The goal is to learn what area and perimeter is. Like I said, I was supposed to do that last week, take her walk around to find good examples of area and perimeter. We did that today. We found an absolute great example that I would not have found or even thought about unless we had got out and took a walk. On the walk, my oldest son, who passed out yesterday, twice, he's right here, in the heat, but we went out today in the heat and we came back fine. It is extremely hot though. But my oldest son, who is an artist and loves to draw and has been trying to draw different, what do you call that, perspectives of art, he was able to see, and he said that outside, which was a much better example to teach him how to draw different, I don't even know what that is. Tell me what that is. Oh, it's perspective? Angles and stuff like that. So we also have been talking about crepe myrtles, if you follow us or care. We've been talking about crepe myrtles too. I wanted to show them a white crepe myrtle. And so I had to show them from a distance because we didn't walk that far to the white crepe myrtle. Because we've only been seeing, because the majority of the crepe myrtles in our area are this color. They're this color. But there's a white one. We didn't walk all the way down there because it's hot and all the other kind of stuff. But we did find one coming back home that is so beautiful. It is this one. It is light pink. And so, yeah. We even tried in our homeschool to graph a crepe myrtle. We tried 4 different ways. We were not successful. I'm not even going to try to graph this one because I don't really have the space. We have a garden full of everything at this point, so I'm not going to do that. And crepe myrtles are native to Texas, so you can find a crepe myrtle anywhere and graph it at any time. It's not really but this one is so pretty. The crepe myrtle kind of reminds me of a cherry blossom, the closest thing to a cherry blossom. I really want to go see a cherry blossom, like, so bad. But yeah, so we really like the pink one. I like the white one. They didn't really like the white one, but this pink one is really, really pretty. So we'll further discuss crepe myrtles. If you do want to graph a crepe myrtle though, You do need to take all the leaves off because they say that it takes too much energy with the leaves on for the plant to focus on. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We looked at some pretty cool skylines. We voted on which skyline that we think is most noticeable or the prettiest skyline. We looked at the Dallas skyline. We liked that one. We liked the St. Louis skyline. We liked the Chicago skyline. No to the Crustable. We like the Seattle skyline. The Miami skyline was not as spectacular as I thought it would be, but there is a building that we were very interested in that they've recently built, and it looks like blocks on top of each other. But I think I pretty much gave you an example of what our homeschool day looks like. We'll go back and we'll talk about China some more. Again, we talked about the Great Canal, which runs from Beijing to Zhejiang. I hope. It's going to be a struggle with this pronunciation. And that's it.